We still have in the studio this morning Benjamin Efium, an ex-agitator of Bakassi Strike Force, and Barrister Ozinko. And today we are looking basically, very briefly, at the peace that has been restored in Bakassi. Let me quickly go back to Benjamin. I would love you to quickly once again give us the cause for the agitation back then.
Well, thank you very much. The agitation of the Bakassi Strike Force was as the result of the illegal ceding of Bakassi Peninsula to the Republic of Cameroon by the federal government of Nigeria. You will agree with me that Bakassi was ceded to Cameroon without a recourse to Human Rights Act, which stipulate the involvement of the people in decisions that concerns them. In spite of that, certain measures were stipulated to be made as a condition for handing over. These measures were in the Green Tree Agreement, which the federal government and its Cameroonian counterpart refused to implement to the letter. You will agree with me that this letter brought untold hardship and frustration to the good people of Bakassi. This was the cause of my struggle, to liberate my people by drawing both federal government and international government attention to the plight of the good people of Bakassi. Painful was the fact that the Cameroonian forces, after taking over our lands, began to molest, intimidate, and laden us with heavy taxes, which become totally unbearable. So we felt disappointed. Despite several petitions we have written to the federal government and the United Nations, this was why we mobilized ourselves to fight and resist the oppressions and the injustice of the Cameroonian forces. This was the cause and agitation of the Bakassi Strike Force.
Okay, Barrister, that was really nicely put, Benjamin. Barrister, now, what do you think the government should do to help, alleviate and ease the pains and suffering of the Bakassi people, to make room for lasting peace?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. One is implementation of the Green Tree Act, and I believe two also is inculcating the ex-Bakassi Strike Force into the presidential amnesty program, not to abandon the program to His Excellency Senator Professor Ben Ayade, who has strived from the onset. He has been the one carrying the financial burden, because amnesty has stages. They are now at the stage of rehabilitation, sustainability, and the rest, which demands finance. Three is implementation of the MOU entered into with the ex-Bakassi Strike Force. And the fourth one is that the security agencies should have a forward operational base in those creeks and regions that they left. Those places are now porous and can bring about security challenges when there are no forward operational base in those regions which they left. And finally, I believe the youth should be usefully engaged, and involved in the security activities of that region. And they will not be happy to be involved if what was supposed to be done are not done by the government.
Okay, are you done?
I believe that the process is not a Cross River State process alone. They covered that region. They were covering the Gulf of Guinea. It spans to even Akwa Ibom State. So Akwa Ibom State should also be involved, because there are some persons that are from Akwa Ibom State who were part of that Bakassi Strike Force. So leaving the entire burden to Cross River State with our lean resources, when they were supposed to be involved also in the process, is not too proper. It now makes those boys, some of them who are of the Akwa Ibom State counterpart, Cross River State are still carrying their own burden with some other persons. Then you now add Akwa Ibom State, the federal government are not also coming in to assist in the process.
Okay, Barrister Ozinko, today is the 1st of October and we are celebrating our Independence Day. Let me quickly find out from you, what would be your advice to the youth of Nigeria on a day like this?
Okay. The advice I'll give to the youths, of course I'm also a youth, as you can see I'm a young man, is that they should ensure that any grievances they have should be ventilated through proper means, through lawful means, not to resort to self-help.
Well, thank you so very much. We'll just have to leave it at that because of time. Many thanks for coming. And Benjamin Efium, ex-agitator, Bakassi Strike Force. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And Barrister Ozinko Ozinko, thank you very much, sir. And we're wishing you a happy independence celebration.
Thank you.